Well, hello there, and welcome to Tuesdays with the Pilgrim. Today we're going to do two parts because part 5 is quite short. So today we're going to do chapter 1, parts 5 and 6. Part 5 is titled The Slough of Despond. Now I saw in my dream, just as they had ended their conversation, they approached a miry slough, a muddy swamp. Neither of them paid much attention to it, and both suddenly fell into the bog. The slough's name was Despond. Covered with mud, they wallowed in it for some time, and Christian, because of the burden on his back, began to sink in the mire. "Oh, Christian, my neighbor," Pliable cried out, "where are you now?" "To tell you the truth, I don't know," Christian answered. Hearing this, Pliable became offended and angrily scolded his companion. "Is this the happiness you have told me about all this time? If we have such terrible misfortune here at the beginning, what are we to expect between here and the end of our journey? If I can possibly get out of here with my life, you can possess that wonderful country for you and me both." With that, Pliable gave a desperate struggle or two and was able to get out of the mire on the side of the slough that faced his home. So away he went, and Christian never saw him again. Chapter 1, Part 6. Help comes to the rescue. Thus Christian was left to roll around in the Slough of Despond by himself. Even then, however, he tried to struggle to the side of the slough that was furthest from his home and closest to the wicket gate. He continued to struggle, but couldn't get out because of the burden that was on his back. Then I saw in my dream that a man named Help came to him and asked Christian what he was doing there. "Sir," exclaimed Christian, "I was instructed to go this way by a man named Evangelist, who gave me directions to that gate up ahead, where I might escape the coming wrath. As I was going towards the gate, I fell in here." "But why didn't you look for the steps?" asked Help. "Fear pursued me so hard that I fled this way and fell in." "Give me your hand." So Christian reached out his hand, and Help pulled him out. He set him on solid ground and told him to continue on his way. Then I stepped up to the one who had pulled Christian out and asked, "Sir, since this is the way from the city of destruction to the gate, why isn't this place fenced off, so that poor travelers may go by more safely?" And he answered me, "This miry slough is the type that cannot be fenced. It is the lower ground where the scum and filth that accompany conviction of sin continually accumulate. Therefore it was named Slough of Despond, because, as the sinner is awakened to his lost condition, many fears, doubts, and discouraging anxieties arise in his soul. All of them come together and settle here in this place, and that is the reason the ground is no good. It is not the king's desire that this place should remain so bad. By the direction of his surveyors, his laborers have been working for almost 2,000 years to fence off this patch of ground. Yes, and to my knowledge, at least 20,000 cartloads of profitable instructions, yes, millions of them, have been swallowed up here. In all seasons they have been brought from all places in the king's domain, and those who are knowledgeable say that these materials have the best potential for making the ground good. Nevertheless, it remains the Slough of Despond, and so will it be even when all has been tried and failed. It's true that some good and substantial steps have been placed evenly through this slough by the command of the lawgiver. Even then, however, this place spews out so much filth that when the weather gets bad, the steps can hardly be seen. And even if people do see them, because of confusion, they step the wrong way and fall into the slime. In any case, the steps are there, and the ground is good once they go through to the gate. Now I saw in my dream that by this time Pliable had arrived back home, and his neighbors came to visit him. Some of them called him a wise man for coming back, and some called him a fool for endangering himself with Christian. Still others mocked his cowardice, saying, Surely if I had begun such a venture, I would not have been so cowardly as to have given up because of a few troubles. So Pliable sat cowering among them until finally he gained enough confidence to raise an objection. At this they immediately left him alone and began to insult poor Christian behind his back because of what had happened to Pliable. There we have it. There's part 5 and 6 of chapter 1, and next week we will continue with chapter 2, and Christian meets Mr. Worldly Wise Man. So hope we'll have that to look forward to. Until then, take care, stay safe,